Alright, boom. Hey, you already got me here. Cool. Market is opening in 2 minutes. So, yeah. What's good? Instagram, what's good? YouTube. YouTube, if you don't follow me on Instagram, same thing as the YouTube. King Trace Futures, all one word, no spaces. Yeah, and Instagram, y'all go follow the YouTube if you want to see my charts and actually trade with me live. Is this the 5 minute up there? That's the 5 minute for sure. Okay, so there's a little gap getting created on the 5 minute. The 1 minute is real bearish. We got a bunch more gaps here. And coming into the day, we could see a sell-off. We could see a strong sell-off at some point. I mean, this market is probably going to pull back, start filling some of these gaps. But, yeah, we could see a sell-off. Market opens in 11 seconds. What's good, Dion? Morning, my gang. Long time no chop. Mina, good morning. All right, there we go. See, we're already seeing some push down, but we haven't really covered any gaps, so momentum will have to be strong for this to be continuing. And then if you even think about it, prices already pushed. It was a little pullback, and then it pushed down. Those people are already in profit in seconds. That's the market open for you. Now they're out of the market if they didn't take profit, and now the market is going up, filling those higher gaps. Curious to see what happens today. Just Trump tariffs and all this fear and uncertainty in the market has been interesting, to say the least. What is it? The biggest drop in the stock market since like COVID or whatever has recently happened. But I don't really see that as anything to be afraid of. And it also doesn't mean we can't trade it. So boom, there's a gap just filled in this market, and it looks like price might be potentially continuing down right now as we speak. It is pushing down, but to the lows that we just made right here at the open. Now, if we're going to get a solid continuation, that's kind of what we're just waiting to see here. There's still a lot of gap, I feel like, on the 5 minute. Ever so slightly, so. I mean, we did get a break of the candle low just now. Yeah, we could see a continuation down. It's actually not looking bad for sales right now. Just want to be careful because we are at some lows. We are on some lows. We're pressing up against the lows from the 5 minute. And, you know, we got to see some follow through from this level. Price wants to pull back. It has a gap to target, so definitely want to see some follow through. It's only 8:32. And I'm in no rush to take a trade. I took a trade last night before I went to bed. So I'm just chilling right now. Uh-oh. What can I use? I use like a bobby pin. probably not gonna be on the live that long today. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, this sell is kind of looking alright now. Price is pulling back. It might even stop out this position, but what I like about it is at this point it's pulled back and gotten cheap. So if you wanted to get in this position and it still turns around to play out, well then you've got a cheap trade on your hands. So you might want to take that. No, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. Look, boom, just stopped them out. I almost took that. Take that back is what I say. We still haven't filled the gap. Price is at this weird point where it could fill the gap, and it's looking bearish, guys. It's looking like price wants to sell off, but it's just having a hard time filling this gap up top. And even if it does, it's bouncing off the lows, which is scary to say the least. Doesn't, you know, doesn't scream sell. That being said, price does look like it's still wanting to sell. But again, we just at this level of interest that I want to see what price does at overall. Oh, these birds are flocking around. We cleared the gap on the 1 minute. That's another gap that looks like it's trying to fill. It's super volatile right now. It's a lot of back and forth. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, going on 8 minutes. The price hasn't really done much except go sideways, taking stops on both directions. We got a doji candle to close on the 5 minute. And sellers, I would just be cautious. Keep risk low. If you manage to get some solid follow through like what we're seeing right now, ooh, there we go. I would take profit, I'm not even gonna lie. If you even managed to get an entry around this, just because it was whiplashing back and forth price. So I mean, if you even got an entry or a position here, I would take profit. Birds fighting, dancing, playing. Like if you entered off of that after that wick rejection, you're golden right now. Yeezy said he ain't made them. My lighter down. Okay. Now we're getting a pullback into some supply zone. Feeling the gap price has broken through the lows, and I might look to take a position out of this if we could get some follow through. drop that to 1 contract for 1. Put the chat up there. This would be a big stop loss though, so hey, keep that in mind. And what is that? 5181 around here. It's looking like it might not be too big of a stop loss depending on what this looks like. Hold up, we gotta get ready for a sale. It's pretty clear the price is gonna push down here, not almost immediately. Yep, there it goes. And 1 micro. Now I gotta let me set my stop loss. You gotta let me set a stop loss. Oh my God, don't do that. So boom, we're in a position, a sell position. Gotta move this over so I can draw it up for you. Oh my God, let me mark this up. Gonna mark it. There we go. And it's a 76 point move, 76 tick move, I should say. And so we'll be taking profit right down here. About $90. Let's see if we can get it. I would love to see that. We would love to see these just fall. No pullback, but we are creating a gap in the market here. There could be some pullback. Let me try to make this a little more visible. Make sure my stop is right above and not too high above, if anything. Alright, yeah, we was in the right spot. Uh-oh, Instagram, the stream might go off. I don't know. And then let me make sure my TP in the right spot. See, we got a little... Boom, there we go. Oh, come on. Yes. Don't do that, BS. This one all started playing out really fast. There was no real opportunity for me to take like a second entry or like 2 contracts. I just dropped 1. But I like to try and have a couple of contracts so when TP1 is hit, I could move stops to break even and leave a runner. But it doesn't look like that's happening today. And order filled, there we go. Well, that was actually not bad. It hasn't even been 15 minutes since the market opened. I've been on the stream for about like that amount of time, right? Let's go. Let's go, ES. Oh shit. I'm dropping the blunt. Who fucking my bitch? Alright, but no, all jokes aside. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I should get off now. If I should stay on just to call out what's going on for a little bit longer. I might just do that. Because I think, you know, that's part of it too, is being able to be on the charts and not take a trade. There's no reason to take any trades at this point in the day. I've made 2 good trades today. I took one, like I said, before I went to sleep, and then we just had that trade play out for us, and No reason to throw any more risk on the table and lose the games we've had today. We could do that tomorrow if that's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We can't let that happen either. But nah, we just being disciplined. That's all. Slay, yes, slay, Mina, slay. I think you're the only one here right now. It says I only got one viewer. Boom, bam, bada boom, bam. I'm glad you're here too. This is free game. We was looking at the 5 minute. It wasn't doing nothing. So we had to look at the 1 minute. It was doing too much until it did just what it needed to do. Fire, yes. But you know, this is what we do. This is what we do. I'm stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Market's filling another gap. We could see this downtrend continue. It's kind of frozen for a sec. I don't know if that's just my chart. Look at the orders coming in. Nah, orders are coming in. They're moving. But price is, it is right here. Oh, there we go. We should see some movement now. Yeah, okay. Price has filled the gap. We filled the gap and we're tapped back into demand. A solid break of this candle would look nice as like a tweezer bot or a tweezer top. But we're coming back to those opening volume levels. Price could pull right back up here because again we still have that gap on the 5 minute that still hasn't been filled, which is why I was scared to take the sell, but it's all right. We're done. But if I were to trade this at this point, I would yeah, at this point I would probably wait. Even if we get a break this candle low, price is looking like it's kind of already broken out of that 1 minute trend that was going on, and we're creating some gaps down low. So you know that could give us something to target for sure. Yeah, bless you. I gotta work at 10, so probably not gonna stay on past 9. Yeah, that's a risky sell. That's a risky sell. It is and it's not. Like, to be fair with this setup, if we get a break of the candle, there's a gap down low to fill. And we're under the 200 EMA on both time frames. And we're getting a break of candle to the upside though, so I mean, and it could look like a good buy. There's enough gaps up top too. So literally just like that, price could see reason to go up and not come back to these levels for a while. We could be in that breakout counter trend I'm working somewhere. Are you the ops? Are you the ops? Let me find out. Why doubt that one to nowhere? I don't know, I'm just being weird. You know where. Or you know you can hit me up and find out where. But just for other people, do they need to know where? You know what I'm saying? That's a need to know information. I don't know why I'm trying to like hold this out of one camera, but I'm still like in the other camera. It doesn't make sense. I did not forget. I definitely don't forget. Okay, now we're getting the break of the candle. Could be the one. We got that gap down low. Ooh, yup, that was the one. That was the one, y'all. That was another great setup. And if you would have took the buy, you're out of the market. You just got stopped out. Yeah, I wouldn't have took that buy. I'd probably been more ready to take the sell too. But if anything, if you took that sell, it's pulling back. If you didn't get out real quick, yeah. If you go on the YouTube, you can see my charts. But it was quick. It was quick. If you didn't get out of that sell at TP1, you already got stopped out of that. And it's looking like these, yeah, the markets is trying to take people out today. I tell you what. Tell you what. Oh my God! If price comes all the way back down right here, that would be actually crazy. And it could still play out just because we still have that gap, but it's just right there. The gap is right there. So I wouldn't trust it. It's just too big of a stop loss, not that big of an upside for me. And I still feel like price is going up to target that 5-minute gap. And it could still, yes, fill this little gap on the way to do that, I feel like. Like price on the 5-minute is so, like the 5-minute structure is not that far off from like 1-minute structure in this case. So, and we got equal lows, or like maybe that last candle was just a hair higher than the last one, or they're equal lows. But if we get a break of even that candle, still it's pretty much the same thing. It's just like the downside right now to the market doesn't look as appealing as the upside, because even on the ups, like if I were to take this trade counter trend, even if I put my stop loss outside of the gap we have to fill below, it would still be a cheaper trade than if I put my stop loss and take the sell and I have it placed above that last swing high. This is like not even a 1-to-1. This is like a 1 to a third of 1. I mean, we just got confirmation. I mean, you can hop back in for the settles technically right now. We're dipping back into that gap on the 1-minute, but it's not much left of it to be filled, you know what I'm saying? So how much could price go down for real right here. We're not really creating any other gaps on the upside to the upside that we'll really be able to reject. So it's just looking like price has to go up and fill that 5-minute gap if it's gonna go up. It could reject these highs for sure. Now see, this might be a little more promising right here. Now the sells are starting to look a little more promising. If we can get this gap to fill on the downside, we will create an imbalance on the upside as well that we could see price reject and continue down from. So now it's like, it's looking a little more promising depending on how this candle forms. We got 30 seconds left and it still hasn't really did what it's supposed to do for this to work out. Now it's getting in there. It's getting in there. It's trying to fill the gap. And boom, we got to fill the gap. Now this is the part where it's like, does price reject this gap, or do we create an imbalance and bleed through it? And if we do create that imbalance, then that could show that there is a surplus of sellers in this market, and you know more selling opportunities to come. Essentially, doesn't guarantee it, but it does look better. And already we have that wick rejection of the zone. But we still have a candle pushing down. We still have pressure going down. If you stepped in 2 minutes ago for the sells, you're still trying to hold this one out for the 1-to-1. It's possible with the downtrend, and that would be probably create a new low. We're rejecting the 5-minute lows. You know that the structure looks nice, so I can see it happening. I could definitely see it happening, and if I had to put my money on either way, I would be in the sell. What up, cuzzo? Oh, fuck no. Come on. Come on, nigga. Come on out of there. Come on, smack you. It's a wasp. It's a wasp. I'm not playing with it. I'm not playing with it. I'm sorry. I think I scared that nigga. He don't want to come out. He crawled inside the grill. Don't get Stone Cold Austin bombed out here. That nigga was too big for comfort. Anyway, so the S&P 500s are down from where they came up overnight. I think he's scared to come out, and I'm scared to come back out here. I don't like it. Bro, I'm done. I'm done trading. I don't need to be on here.